It was a time of despair for the Doctor Who news pages, until the surprise announcement that a local radio personality had been cast as the Doctor.
There were one or two slightly odder news stories that appeared, and one of which was, is this man the new Doctor Who? David Burton, he had a car which I think said the new Doctor Who on it, which seemed to be the only claim he had. I mean, I could put that on my car, couldn't I?
They've made me the new Doctor Who, give me a car. The people that own this garage apparently gave him a car. We never got to the bottom of it because we were never able to speak to David Burton. If you can get David Burton to sit in front of a camera and tell us genuinely how he got to be Doctor Who and have that car, I would pay $100 million for that DVD.
I was doing a play called Lock Up Your Daughters, and the director was a man, very nice man called Paul Bernard. He phoned me up and he said, look, I've got a proposition to make to you. I can't tell you too much about it, it's all very highly top secret, but I'd like you to come up to a meeting with me in London, so it's the Grosvenor Hotel. And it was just a sort of general chat and everything, and then they started mentioning Doctor Who. And I was saying, oh, Paul, what's all this about then? You know, is it a small part in Doctor Who or something? And he said, oh, no, dear boy, we're looking at you playing the Doctor. He said, well, this is going to be done independently, and we shall film some episodes, which we will then show to the BBC and see how we go from there. They wanted an older Doctor Who, that sort of slightly eccentric, mad scientist, professor style. And they also had the idea of bringing back 2 assistants instead of 1. But there were twins, and in the programme they were called Heart and Diamond. The feeling was that a lot of the children of the 90s would not remember the old police boxes. So they decided to morph the TARDIS as well, if you like, into a red telephone box with blacked out windows. So that probably would have upset a few people, I think. Well, we certainly did a couple, 2 full kind of episodes anyway. I mean, you know, at least, I would say, I mean, my contract was for 3 months, the initial contract was for 3 months. And I think the whole thing got axed. We were just told suddenly, sorry, it's not going ahead anymore. They'd already spent, obviously, quite a lot of money, you know, and I think it's all been destroyed and wiped and things like that. So there were no photographs, nothing, and we weren't allowed to, we all had to sign a confidentiality agreement anyway. No, and scripts as well. We were only ever given sides. We were only given for the next day's filming, and then they were taken back. As soon as you finished, you were taken back straight away. But since those times, I've never put it on my CV. I've never hardly ever spoken about it to anybody at all, you know, because it's one of those things, if it's not screened, then, you know, there's no point in mentioning it, really, you know.
So who gave him that car?
I got a car from a local company, yes, they said, it was along with me, and I think there was a Surrey cricketer, and there was a female television presenter at the time, who were all given cars as a sponsorship kind of deal. All they needed me to do was to attend just a couple of events here and there, school fetes and things like that. And yes, you'd be used to having photographs taken. I was horrified when I got mine because they'd actually written on the side, the new Doctor Who. And within 48 hours that was removed.